I'm going to be yelling, I'm going to be ranting, and I'm going to be pretty angry in this video. So if you don't like unscripted, just a torrent of words coming your way, then I'd probably click out the video now. But, oh man, I'm really frustrated with the streak system in Overwatch. If you don't know what the streak system is, essentially what happens is if you win a certain amount of matches in a row, or lose a certain amount of matches in a row, what happens is instead of giving you like, it averages at about 20 SR for a loss and for a win. That's what it averages at. But depending on your performance, you might gain a bit more or a bit less. So, what the streak system is if you lose a certain amount of matches in a row, you'll start losing more and more and more and more and more skill rating as you lose more matches. This is to prevent things like a bronze player being in Grandmasters. So a bronze player might have gotten carried to Grandmasters or gotten there somehow, or whatever, and he's sitting up there in Grandmasters and he starts losing matches. And well, that would make sense. You know, a bronze player on a Grandmasters team, he's probably gonna do pretty poorly, and he's probably gonna lose a lot of matches. So he's losing a lot of matches in a row, and he's getting back to bronze. That the game wants him to be back where his true SR lies, so they're just doing it more quickly. However, with wins as well, it's pretty good. You know, I feel good. An example of when this happened to me, and it worked out in my favor, was last season. I was playing duo queue the entire time, and I was sitting around 2600. I decided to, after 80 hours of duo queue, I decided to, see if I could get higher than 2600 solo queue. So I jumped into solo queue, and I lost heaps of matches in a row, and it was ridiculous, and I got to 2100. I broke the loss streak. I got a win streak, actually, of 20 matches from 2100, and I got up to diamond. And I stuck around diamond for the rest of the season. So I think my true SR was diamond, and so it got me back up there pretty quickly. It got me up to diamond quite quickly. 20 matches isn't that quick, but I had to like break the loss streak. But the thing is, each streak you still get like punished or rewarded for your matches even after the streak is gone. So if you get like a really bad loss streak and then you break it, you'll still be punished for it after the streak is broken. So you might lose 5 matches, say, in a row, and you're on a loss streak. And then you break the loss streak, and you'll gain 10 SR. It would be a low number. And you win again, and you'll get like 12 SR, and then 15 SR. You have to like rebuild up your prowess as an Overwatch player before you can start gaining normal amounts of SR or losing normal amounts of SR. Example as happening to me is this season, I was at 3100. I was sitting around 3100. I was pretty comfortable around there. And I got some pretty bad matches in a row. I think I had 7 losses in a row. It was, I think it went Lever, Griefer, Torbjorn on attack, not putting air turret down ever, and not ever joining voice channel. Then I had a group of 3 who were like May, Symmetra, Torb or something like that, so it was like an impossible fucking comp to work around. Well, it wasn't impossible, but, it was pretty shitty. And our team was like raging at them and stuff. And then I had 2 people fighting, and it was like just a bit of bad luck. I mean, it might have been my fault, one of the 2 of the matches, but it was generally, it was a bit of bad luck. Whatever. You get some bad luck in Overwatch. I mean, Overwatch is a luck-based game. It's honestly like a lot of it's luck. It's almost, I'd say like 90% of it's luck. So, I had these matches, and after 7 losses, I was down from 3100 to 2750. No joke. That's what the fucking 7 loss streak did to me. So, on paper, you'd think 7 losses times 20 SR per loss, it's 140 SR. So, it wouldn't have been that bad. I would have been at like what, 2960. That's a pretty easy. I want to be back up at diamond. That's like a couple of wins, 2 or 3 wins, whatever. Doesn't matter. I can get that back easy. No, I'm at 2750, and I'm sitting here. I'm like, what the fuck did I do? So I got really pissed off, and I stopped playing on my main for like a month. I didn't play on my main for a very long time. I was very pissed off, and every time I went on my main, I was very, very tilted, and so I stopped playing on it. I just started playing on like other accounts, and that was pretty fun. And I sort of refound my passion for playing competitive mode. I jumped into competitive mode today and play I wanted to sit down and just play a lot of matches for the first time in a long time on my main. I played occasional matches on my main, but I just gotten a bit tilted and stuff. So today I jumped in and I played 6 matches. I had 4 wins, 2 losses. The overall skill rating trend, the overall skill rating that I got, keeping in mind I actually climbed from 2750 to 2850, so I actually did a bit of climbing. But that was previous to the matches today. The 6 matches, my overall net result was minus 50. I lost 50 SR overall from winning 4 matches, losing 2. Just let that sink in for a bit. Why the fuck is that a thing? Why? Why do you, in a luck-based, in a game where you can carry, in a game where it's not luck, you know, you can probably make the influence in the game to influence the result, or maybe it's not so team-based or whatever. I can understand streaks, you know? You really aren't supposed to be where you are. You maybe got some good luck or whatever, and you're up at like a high skill bracket or whatever in another game. It's just, I don't know what fucking other game uses a system like this, but just in another game. A streak system would make sense because, you know, it's not so team-based. You might be able to influence the match, and so being a shitty player can often, you know, I mean, you'd be throwing matches, and so you lose your SR, you lose your bracket, and you go down again, and it makes sense. In a game like Overwatch, where it's entirely team-based, and your team, you're just rolling the dice every time you click quick play, competitive play, and to try and get a good team, you're like, you've got to not have a streak system, because you can get like 20 good teams in a row. You can get like 20 bad teams in a row. It's just a matter of fucking rolling the dice. And so why do you have a streak system in a game like that? I know you're just as likely to get shit players as the enemy team is and all that kind of shit, but like, there are just times when you get a team that's worse than the enemy team. That's it, and there's nothing you can do. You could play the fucking best Widowmaker in the world, and the teammates you get with are so brain dead that they don't even get on the point ever, and so you're like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? And they get back on the point, and yeah, like, you can just have some shitty situations you can't prevent. That's all. And so why in a team-based game do we have a streak system at all? I don't understand. It just doesn't suit the game. Fine. In another game, I don't know. Fucking, let's just give an example. CSGO, whatever. Streak system there, I don't know. That might have worked there. But not in Overwatch. It's a team-based game. Why? I'm so fucking confused as to why that's an actual thing. I think the positives are way less than the negatives for this fucking system. Blizzard, please. Blizzard. Please.